So first we're going to take the hydrogen peroxide and we're going to pour it into our container. And then Carson is going to pull out our extra ingredient here, which you can get pretty easily at home.
Dawn dish soap. And this is going to help us kind of make this really bubbly and fun when it actually does react. So, probably about that much should do it.
You take it, give it a little bit of a shake. So we're going to be adding our potassium iodide solution into it. This is a powdered potassium iodide added to water. But before we do that, we're going to add a little bit of food coloring into this to try and make this actually look like toothpaste. And that should give it a nice stripe right down the sides. So we add our potassium iodide.
Perfect. Awesome. So this is what's called an exothermic reaction, which means you see the steam that it's kind of giving off? It actually creates heat, so it's really, really hot to the touch. We created a nice little stalactite up here.
And so the reason we get this reaction is hydrogen peroxide has one hydrogen for every oxygen molecule that it has. And so what our potassium iodide does is it rips off one of those oxygens, it turns it into water, and then it leaves extra oxygen, which becomes gas. And the soap we put in catches all that gas, and that's what makes all this happen.
So there is actually a safer version of this experiment that you can try at home with parent supervision. So Brandon's going to explain a little bit more about that also.
So we talked about how this hydrogen peroxide was a higher percentage hydrogen peroxide. The stuff you can get in the stores will work for your experiment. And instead of the potassium iodide, which you cannot get in stores, you can use dry yeast instead, and you get the same kind of reaction. And so you can do that at home pretty safely.
Make sure you put down a cloth of some kind. Also, the reason it exploded as much as it did is because we used this really, really fine-necked bottle. So if you use something a little bit less severely shaped than this, hopefully it won't stain your ceilings. Alright. I think that's all we've got for you today. We hope you enjoyed watching this. This was really, really fun for us to do. This was the best elephant toothpaste reaction we've ever gotten, so I'm glad it's on film now.
Yeah, it was really good. Thanks for coming in, and we hope to see you next time.
See you next time.